Have you ever wondered why certain places in America feel wrong? Not just creepy, but actively hostile. Places where compasses spin, phones die, and people step off the trail only to vanish as if the forest itself swallowed them whole. Tonight, I'm going to tell you about one of those places. A national park so infamous among rangers that many refuse to speak its name after dark. They simply call it the Staircase Park. This is the story of the national park where people disappear without a trace, and the rangers won't talk. Yosemite, Great Smoky Mountains, Grand Canyon, these parks get all the headlines. But there is one park, consistently in the top 5 for missing persons, that you've probably never heard of. Its real name is protected under an unofficial agreement between the National Park Service leadership and certain interested parties. For this video, we'll call it Blackwood National Park, because that's what the locals call it, and the locals never go there after sunset. Between 1963 and 2024, official records show 87 people vanished inside Blackwood's boundaries. 87. Not lost, not dead. Vanished. No bodies, no clothing, no screams caught on emergency radios. Sometimes their shoes are found, neatly placed side by side, as if they simply stepped out of them and kept walking into thin air. But the scariest part? The staircases. Search and rescue rangers who have worked Blackwood for decades all say the same thing off record. Deep in the woods, miles from any trail, you will sometimes find staircases. Perfectly normal-looking staircases leading straight up into the canopy. No house, no tower, no ruins. Just stairs. Made of wood, stone, even metal. Some only 10 steps, others spiraling hundreds of feet into the trees. Rangers are given a standing order. If you see stairs in the wilderness, you turn around and you walk the other way. You do not climb them, you do not take photos, and you definitely do not report them. Because the last ranger who broke that rule was never seen again. Let me tell you about Emily Harper, 24 years old, experienced hiker. June 17th, 2019. She kissed her fiancé goodbye in the parking lot, promised to be back by 6 p.m., and started up the Pine Ridge Trail with her golden retriever, Max. She was only going 4 miles. At 5:42 p.m., her fiancé received a text. Found weird stairs in the woods. Max refuses to go near, taking pic. That was the last anyone heard from Emily Harper. Her phone was later found at the base of a stone staircase. Camera roll empty, except for one photo that was automatically uploaded to the cloud. The photo shows nothing but dense trees and a set of spiral stairs disappearing into darkness above. Max was found 3 days later, sitting at the trailhead, starving, whining, and staring back toward the forest, as if waiting for someone who would never return. Emily was just one of many. 2012, a family of 5 from Ohio disappears after their 9-year-old son tells a ranger, There is a tall staircase with no top, and Mommy wants to see what's up there. 2015. College friends on spring break. Only one returns. He is found barefoot, babbling about stairs that smell like ozone and wet metal. 2021. A park volunteer who had worked Blackwood for 17 years suddenly quits, moves to Florida, and refuses interviews. His resignation letter contained only 8 words. I finally understood what the stairs are for. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. Former Ranger Terry Coleman broke his silence on an anonymous forum in 2023. He wrote, "Rule number 1 in Blackwood: if you find stairs, no matter how tired you are, you do not sit on them to rest. Because once you sit, you feel calm. Too calm. You feel like you've been walking for days and the stairs are the safest place in the world, and the only thing you want to do is climb." He claims he watched a fellow ranger sit down just for a minute in 1998. The man stood up 30 seconds later, walked up the stairs, and was never seen again. The stairs were gone the next morning. Terry ended his post with this line: "They aren't ours. They don't belong here, and whatever is at the top is hungry." The National Park Service has never officially acknowledged the staircases. When pressed, they call the stories urban legends or creepypasta. But FOIA requests have revealed something chilling. Every single missing person report from Blackwood National Park contains the same redacted line. Subject was last seen in vicinity of redacted structure type S. So why do the stairs exist? Some say they're leftover movie props. Others claim they're old fire lookout foundations. But experienced SAR teams say the stairs are sometimes brand new, sometimes rusted and ancient, and sometimes they're warm to the touch, as if someone was just using them. In 2022, a search team found something that made 3 seasoned rangers request immediate transfer. At the top of a metal spiral staircase, they found a single child's shoe, size 3, placed perfectly in the center of the landing, and inside the shoe, a Polaroid picture of the same staircase, taken from the bottom, looking up, at the search team taking the photo. And 16 seconds later, the photo developed in their hands. The search team was gone from the picture, and the shoe was empty. They burned the staircase that night. It was the only time the Park Service ever authorized the destruction of property inside a national park. The fire burned for 12 hours and produced no ash. Since then, disappearances have slowed, but not stopped. Last month, November 2025, a teenage boy was found wandering the park road at 3 a.m., barefoot, wearing clothes 2 sizes too small, claiming he had only been gone for 5 minutes. His family had reported him missing in 2018. He kept repeating one sentence: "The stairs don't like to be watched." So here's my question to you. If you're ever hiking in an American national park and you step off the trail for even a moment and you see stairs rising into the trees, stairs that have no business being there, what would you do? Because according to every ranger who has ever worked Blackwood, there is only one correct answer. You turn around, you walk away, and you pray that whatever lives at the top isn't already watching you. Blackwood National Park is still open to the public. The trails are still marked. The rangers still smile in the visitor center. But if you ask them about the stairs, they'll tell you they've never heard of them, and they'll watch you leave with something that looks a lot like pity in their eyes. Because some secrets America would rather keep buried. This has been America's darkest secrets. If you want to keep hearing stories the government hopes you'll never believe, subscribe and turn on notifications, because tomorrow I'll tell you about the 911 call that made an entire dispatch office quit overnight. Sleep well.